चीज बताइए आप, आपको जासूसी करने का बहुत शौक है? कभी बॉबी जासूस और कभी अभी मेरा नाम?
बहुत शौक है। और मुझे खुशी इस बात की है कि अनु ने मुझे लीगली अब ये करने का मौका दिया है। 10 साल बाद ये मौका मिला है। बॉबी जासूस happened in 2013. But yeah, I love knowing about people. I love
Gossip.
knowing. I was trying not to say that, but to get to know what gets people going.
Yeah.
And is there something that, everyone has that one thing that's like a giveaway into a person? What is yours? That one thing about a person you say this is a dead giveaway of what they are or who they are?
Body language, yeah. It's very difficult to lots of things about the body. It's just their energy, the vibe. You get a sense.
Wow.
I guess also you're playing another person. When you're, as an actor, you're always trying to be in tune with the other person you're playing, right? And then you're meeting so many people. It's we're always confronted with so many people in this business. So I think your understanding of people definitely gets better over time.
उनकी नियत अच्छी तरह से पकड़ लेती है।
पकड़ लेती हूँ।
और क्या एक्सप्रेशन होता है जब पता चल जाता है इसकी नियत कुछ ठीक
नहीं, बस ऐसे।
Yeah.
I can see you.
So next time Vidya is doing that, you know exactly where you're going wrong. But both of you come together. First you made her the master of numbers, and now she is the master when it comes to solving mysteries.
Yeah.
So when you came up with this, the lady you were like, she's the perfect fit, and then I'll think about the rest.
I mean, yes. Short answer, but I think obviously, we started, writing the script, and I mean that was the thing. And then when we wrote the character, it was fairly obvious. Like, I mean, because the way the character is, you need someone like Vidya, who, the audience, basically she is our link to the film, and you need to go on that journey with her. And so you need that combination of someone, with that gravitas, but at the same time, you need all of that and I think that's why. So obviously I know now Vidya for a while, and even though I know that she likes me, she's not going to say yes because of that, that is, yeah. And so she will say, so it was quite, for me then to send the script to her, it's always it's more tense, right? Like when you really, it was different when I approached her for Shakuntala because I didn't know her. But then after that fabulous journey, then when you send the second one, it's it was more nerve-wracking the second time round.
Really?
And
but
because
I tell you also for me,
because what if she
and I was like, I really wanted to work with Anu because I genuinely enjoyed working with her. And so when she sent it to me, I was like, oh my God, I hope I like it. So it took me a few days to start reading the script because I had to first calm myself down and say, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. There'll be other things that we work together on. I wanted to relieve myself of that pressure. And then when I read it, I loved it instantly. So I called her up immediately and told her that I'm on.
Awesome.
But yeah, it was also nerve-wracking for me because I was like, if I don't like it, what happens?
But it's interesting to see a woman doing this. Usually, you have men doing, and also the emotional gravitas of a detective, as if they didn't know actually women are the best judges ever. Exactly. But for somebody, I mean, it's not wrong to say you are a one-woman industry yourself, because as they say, Vidya's shoulders are strong enough to carry the entire film on her shoulders. She needs no one else. But how is it, Vidya? Because now what are you really looking for after having proven and also having paved that way which everyone else seems to be benefiting now? Because when you did a dirty picture, no one thought that a mainstream commercial heroine would do that. But now guess what? Everyone is wanting to play those parts.
Right.
So now kya badla hai abhi? Now what is it you are looking for? Because been there, done that.
No, but there's so much more to do, Pooja. There's great hunger in me. I'm constantly looking for parts that I haven't done so far. Right? और
क्या बच गया?
बहुत कुछ है. जितनी औरतें हैं दुनिया में उतनी कहानियां हैं. I don't mind playing male parts either, but
maybe
But I definitely think there's so much left to do. I feel like I've just scratched the surface, and I'm very grateful for the journey so far. But I'm really waiting to see what happens next. And it's fantastic and not because Anu and I are sitting here together to promote Niyat or anything, but what I love about Anu, for example, the films she's done so far have been so different from each other, even before we worked together. There was London, Paris, New York, and then suddenly there was a waiting, and then there was Shakuntala, and now there's a Niyat. So there's no pattern to her storytelling. So I want to collaborate with people like her who give me new things to do, who make me discover new parts of myself as an actor and as a person, therefore. बहुत कुछ है.
Oh, I know. As she says, scratch the surface, and we can't wait to see what else. But also, as an actor and a woman in this industry, also like you're investigating people and seeing who's guilty and judging them. Here you've been on the sides where you're constantly judged, and sometimes felt guilty. How have you managed to like go past all that and walk your path alone? I would say that you actually are the lone ranger.
Now I've reached a stage where what anyone says about me doesn't matter to me. And as in, it really, you can always sense a genuine compliment or appreciation, and I'm not talking about that. But when someone says, I don't know, sabki niyat samajh aa jati hai. It's all about that, the intent with which someone says something to you. And when I don't go by what anyone has to say about me, I'm the only person whose opinion matters to me.
That must have taken a
long time. I've done.
Get there.
I must tell you that it's involved a lot of, introspection, conversations with the self, healing, all of that. But I love that journey. I love where I am today.
Wow. I mean, you're truly inspiring. And, Anu, the fact that it's Vidya, what is it about her that amazes you as an actor? Now, you have all those other actors also with you, done work with others. I mean, I can just predict there'll be many more collaborations coming. What is it about?
I think with Vidya,
from the director now.
No, I think Vidya and me. No, I think Vidya and I think what started in Shakuntala is, I think it's a partnership. And I don't think it's about, like she's my actor. And I think once, obviously, she first reads the script, and I know now, for example, when she first reads the script, she'll read the script like, do I like it as an audience? And then she will read, like for her character, if this is something she wants to do, like she might love a script, but that might not be. And I kind of like, you have to tick both those boxes. I think once those two have gone on, then we really work on the script. After that, like we have at least 20 to 25 sessions, like where we go through every word. And like on a script like this, it's not just her part, it's like all the characters, all the actors. And I think because of this, we said yes, and then COVID happened, and then she did some films. I went to do Killing Eve, and then we got back. So we kept collaborating on the script right through.
It would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to see you in that avatar. Achhe kar liya.
I think now an assassin, female assassin.
I love that.
Same. Huh?
Yeah.
Totally. Chalo, next film of Vidya is going to be a female assassin.
So we've announced it here.
Yeah.
Male assassin. She wants to do male roles also.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. Also, you do realize, Vidya, because your name carries a lot of weight in gold, but also to remove yourself from the character you are playing. So what was it like with the Meera to understand, because ज़्यादा female detectives नहीं मिलती हैं, because it's always been the men's work.
Yeah, so there was no reference as such. There was Miss Marple, but I couldn't
She's
find
not Miss. Yeah.
Also, I didn't find any. I watched it on television years ago, but I didn't find any links to the Miss Marple video. So I think there were no references, and therefore I think there was every male detective has had, you've seen, has had a certain style, flamboyance. And so I was like, how am I going to play this? I was nervous. But the beautiful thing is that one of the reasons that attracted me to the film is the fact that she's not your classic detective. And the way Anu's written her, I didn't have to do much beyond that. So I think she had etched her out on paper to the T.
No, I do think we workshopped it a lot. I mean, we workshopped,
but I think
because I think ultimately she is also like a human, right? You have to humanize her as well. So I mean, like the whole, she's like, usually the male detective is a superhero.
Yeah.
And that's how it's played. And I think we are in that space now where we, I love vulnerability, like on screen, whether it's in the good guys, bad guys, everything. And I think that's what we dug into. So, just because you're a detective doesn't mean like, you're not going to have a bad day in life, or you don't get migraines and you, whatever it is, or you won't have.
And that's Vidya balan for you. Whether it was body positivity, whether it was, as you said, healing, she has taken it upon herself. And what I also like about the fact is she's one person who's defied this industry's curse of ageism, right? Saying like there's no age.
But she's okay. She's only 24.
I know.
She's okay.
She's given hope to the other people. Now you see, everyone's come out. And
Isn't that amazing? So many people have made comebacks.
Yeah.
After
and they're the cover, Zeenat Aman and Rekha.
Zeenat Aman, oh my God.
How cool, right? I was telling Zeenat ma'am that, nowadays when there's conversation about Instagram, she comes up invariably because she writes so beautifully.
Yeah.
Her posts are so, it's just such a joy to read.
Exactly.
Of course the pictures are stunning, but
I mean, and who would have thought in her time that this, so it's amazing. So, but do you think it's still a problem or no more?
I don't think it is. In my mind, it's never been, because I've always felt like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And there will be, one will have to embrace the stages in one's life, and one must. Otherwise, it is finally.
I think the difference. Sorry to crash, but I think the way we also because women in the 40s, they're not, unlike the male heroes, they're not playing women in 20s. You see, the beauty is that we want to see stories of women in their 40s and 50s,
These women, doesn't need heroes. As
no, what I mean,
romancing the younger women,
forget whatever romance. So basically the male heroes are still playing younger versions of themselves, but the women are playing themselves. And I think, to me, that's genuine progress.
Absolutely. And since, they're looking at me and time is going by, if you were to investigate, first, apne husband ki kya investigation? To investigate.
Oh wow! I just want to know how many times a day does he think of me.
Oh man! Don't touch me.
I want to get into his head. Because I ask him sometimes, I tease him and I say, how many times in the day did you think of me? And he's like, what? I don't know, I just thought of you. And I'm like, no, I want to know how many times.
So interesting. But Vidya, it's really interesting that you've carved your own niche, and also the kind of films he's lending himself to are very different. Is there work talk, or do you leave work and ghar par bas aaram?
No, there is work talk, undoubtedly, but we don't work together. That's a decision we've taken.
Okay.
And that, I think that just... is healthy for the marriage. Because imagine if we were talking about the same project, the same film, the same set of people, that would get very...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So investigate your favorite Shah Rukh Khan. Unko kis cheez ka investigation
karoge? Shahrukh Khan.
Look, अपने husband के बारे में तो ऐसे बात किया था. Shahrukh Khan is like with such a huge sigh,
I love bringing him up.
I think, and so many people have told me, Anu, we'd love to see you and Shahrukh together. And I'm saying, someone go and tell him. I can't make it happen. He has to make it happen. It's what would I like to investigate about him? मुझे लगता है मुझे जवाब भी पता है इसका कि who is his favorite actress? I forced it upon him now.
Your other co-star Imran Hashmi.
I want to know whether he feels anything when he does his not online, on-screen kisses.
Akshay Kumar.
Akshay Kumar के उनके पास कितना है? रणबीर कपूर की वो मतलब सब कुछ कैसे कोई कर सकता है? I think Ranbir Kapoor is such such a wonderful actor. There's nothing he can't do.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, so I want to know.
He can fly?
I'm sure he can. That's how much I like Ranveer as an actor.
Yeah.
And Ranveer Singh की उनकी माँ ने क्या खाया? Energy. She had energy every day.
Energy drink.
Yeah.
Deepika and Alia.
Oh God, Deepika. Deepika, how does she? I think just looks so beautiful and perfect at all times.
आपके लिए यही मैं बोलूँगी investigate करो.
How sweet. नहीं पर उनका बाल भी कभी बिखरता नहीं है. She always looks like in place.
Wow.
And Alia, she's like a sukli bomb, you know, small package, so much power. क्या और क्या है जो वो नहीं कर सकती? वो सब कुछ तो कर रही है.
So, I mean, between the two of them,
And Alia have
overtaken the space.
Like how Vidya Balan has made her own industry. You know, honestly, Vidya, you've created an own industry, and I'm sure the coming generation is going to be really thankful. Lastly, before we wrap up, what is it you want to say to the other youngsters who sometimes feel, young actresses who can't make it the way you have on your own terms? You did not have any backing. What would you want to tell them? How do you think you can help them?
I don't know how I can help them except by saying that you are the only one who can help you. You are the only one who can make you. So don't wait for anyone else to do it. Just believe in yourself and just turn a deaf ear to the naysayers, you know. No one knows better than you. Trust me, in this business, no one has the answers to anything. So you can carve your own path, and it is tough. If you're ready to put in the hard work, you know, that's very important. Then the world is your oyster.
Thank you so much. सबकी यहाँ नीयत मुझे अच्छी लग रही है और Independence Day आ रहा है. What does Vidya Balan want freedom from?
I just want each of us women to feel free. You know, free in the truest sense, where we're able to make the choices we want to make without the fear of any kind of judgment. I know that's a lot to ask for, but that's my wish.
Thank you so much.